Hello viewers, I am Deepti. Today I am going to solve ICSE Class 10 KISA examination for the year 2026 for the subject Physics. Starting with section A, question number 1. A uniform meter scale of weight W is balanced at the 40 centimeter mark. The point where an object is balanced, it means it is its fulcrum. So fulcrum is at 40 centimeter mark. When a weight of 20 GF is suspended at the 10 centimeter. So here this is 0. At 10 centimeter a weight is suspended whose value is 20 GF. So 20 GF weight is suspended at the 10 centimeter mark. The value of W always act at the center of gravity. Because it is uniform meter scale, it means 0 to 100. So center of gravity will lie at 50. So at 50 centimeter, its weight will be hang. The value of W is, now fulcrum is in between. So this will clockwise and this is anti-clockwise movement. So as we know, clockwise movement is equal to anti-clockwise moment. So that is why here it is, its value will be 40 minus 10 and weight is 20. Here it is 50 minus 40 and weight is W. So this is 30 into 20 is equal to 10 W. So W is equal to 600 divided by 10. It means 60 and unit will be same. It is 60 GF. It means option number B is correct in your part 1. Next is if the kinetic energy of a body increases by 300%. If 300% increase, it means new kinetic energy is equal to kinetic energy plus 300% increase means this much. So it will become 400 by 100K. It means it will become 4K in kinetic energy. So as we know the relation between momentum, it is equal to under root 2mk. So now its new value will be 2m and k is 4k. So 2mk will remain inside, and for new momentum, original momentum, this is p dash equal to, so new momentum will be 2, we can take common, 2 common and under root 2mk. Now when we compare, so our p dash will become 2p. Now 200% is not a change. Let me explain. P dash is equal to p plus 100% of p. It means p plus 1p. It means 2p. So answer will be A. It means 100% increase. Option number A, because 1 plus 100% of this thing 2p. So that is why option A is correct. In third part, a light ray enters a glass slab, mu is equal to 1.5. If the speed of light in air, it means C is equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Now we know mu is equal to C upon V. We have to find V. So V is equal to C upon mu. The value of C is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 and mu is 1.5. It means V becomes 2 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. But we have to calculate the time taken. So speed is equal to distance upon time. So time is equal to distance upon speed. So now here time is equal to distance means thickness. Thickness is 2 centimeter. Centimeter means minus 2 because we have to convert to SI unit. It means meter. And the speed we have calculated 2 into 10 raised to power 8. The 2 will get cancelled. 10 raised to power minus 2 minus 8 will become minus 8 and it will become 10 raised to power minus 10. It means option number A is correct. Fourth is a coolie carrying a load on his head walks on a level road. He then climbs up a slope. The work done by him against gravity is 0. In both cases, no. When he is going straight, only when walking on the level road, in this case, we will get that against gravity, work done by him is 0. So it is option number B, because we in third part, when he is climbing, then he is having some h. So due to height, work done is there, because we know that W is equal to mgh. So option number B is correct only when walking on the level road. When climbing the slope, he is doing work against gravity. Which of the following statement is true regarding a block and tackle system? The weight of the movable block reduces the MA. तो weight अगर हम कर रहे हैं movable block के weight को generally we will not consider, but if we are considering then MA will be reduced because we have to apply more effort. So in this case option number in fifth part, option number A is correct. Weight of movable block reduces the MA. Mechanical advantage will reduce because we have to apply more effort. In sixth case, question in sixth part, when a ray of light passes through a prism, the angle of incidence is such that angle of emergence E is equal to I. So we know this condition. When E is become equal to I, this is the position of delta minimum position. And in the case of an equilateral prism, a part is refracted ray inside the prism is parallel to the base. For an equilateral prism, yes, this is true. It will become parallel to the base of the prism if this is an equilateral prism. So our option number A is again correct in sixth part. In seventh, a pendulum A of length L and another pendulum B of length 4L are suspended from the same support. If A is set to vibration, B will vibrate with the same amplitude as A? No, because they don't have the same length of the string. Now B will remain stationary. This is not also possible. B will vibrate with a very small amplitude. In seventh part, C option is correct. B will vibrate with a very small amplitude because no resonance will occur because their length of the string is different in the pendulum, and we know that frequency is inversely proportional to length of the string. So it will not same. No resonance will occur. So amplitude cannot be increased. In eighth part, the graph of voltage V versus current for a non-ohmic conductor is non-ohmic conductor. If it is ohmic, then a straight line passing through origin will be correct. But for a non-ohmic conductor, a curve passing through the origin, V and I. So curve passing through origin, yes, curve will be there, but it not necessarily passing through origin. But saying to the other option, B is correct in this case because curve will be there. Now in ninth part, three identical bulbs are connected in series to a battery. Let the resistance of each bulb is equal to R. So total resistance of the circuit is 3R initially. If one bulb fuses and the circuit is reconnected, suppose this one bulb fuses and now the total resistance of the circuit will become from 3R, it will reduce to 2R. It means total resistance decreases. So the brightness of the remaining bulb will decrease? No, because resistance decreases. With the decrease in resistance, current will increase. As we know, V is equal to IR and they have an inverse proportionality. If resistance decreases, so current will increase. So here current will increase, so the brightness of the bulb increases. It means option number B is correct in ninth part. In 10th part, a current carrying solenoid behaves like a bar magnet. The polarity of the face of the solenoid depends on strength of current. Strength of current, polarity how can depend? The number of turns per unit length, not the direction of current flow. Option number C is correct because with the direction of flow of current, polarity will be there. As we know about clock rule, north pole or south pole will be induced. In 11th part, a radioactive nucleus emits a beta particle. So beta particle means minus 1 E0 is emitted. The daughter nucleus has the same atomic number but different mass number. One proton more and one neutron less than the parent. So option number B is correct because when a neutron inside a nucleus emit an electron, so proton is also emitted. So one proton, so neutron converted into a proton and electron. So that is why one atomic number is increasing but mass number will remain same. So one proton more and one neutron less because neutron converted into proton. So proton increases, neutron decreases. So one proton more and one neutron less. It bit in 11th part, B option is correct. One proton more and one neutron less than the parent. Specific heat capacity of a substance is 380 and substance B is 420 joule per kg degree Celsius. If both are supplied with the same amount of heat and have the same mass, A will show greater rise in temperature because C for A is 380 and C for B it is 420. So the one will have a less specific heat capacity will gain more rise in temperature because we know that delta T is equal to Q upon MC. When Q and M will same, so a change in temperature is inversely proportional to C. If A has less C, it means more rise in temperature will be in A only. So option number A is correct in this case. A will show a greater rise in temperature because its specific heat capacity is less. Now 13th part. Color of a star indicates its distance from the earth, velocity, temperature. So here correct answer is temperature, but this question is not according to our syllabus, but still we should know when question is there. So option number C is there because the color of a star is dependent on the temperature, because as we know color or wavelength are the characteristic property and it depends on the surface temperature of the star. So that is why temperature is correct, but this question is not related with our syllabus. Which of the following is not a property of magnetic field lines? They form continuous closed loop. This is correct. They crowd near the pole. This is also correct. Two field lines can intersect at neutral point. No. So this is not correct because they can never intersect. They can never intersect. So option number C is correct in 14th part. The diagram below shows a ray of light AO incident on a rectangular glass block. As you can see, if the angle of incidence is increased, the lateral displacement of the emergent ray will. Now इसको हम draw करके देख लेते हैं. Like this is this and this is our angle of incidence. This is our angle of incidence. This is the ray going inside and then it will come out, and if this prism, this rectangular slab will not there, so this is the lateral displacement. Now what will happen if I increase the angle of incidence? It means the ray will come like this. If the ray will come like this, it will bend a little less in this medium also. So it will go like this. It means lateral displacement will increase. So here our option number A is correct in this case also. With this our MCQs are over. Now coming to question number 2. Complete the following by choosing the correct answer from the bracket. If the refractive index of a medium decreases, the critical angle for that medium. Now we know the relation between mu, refractive index, and critical angle. It is 1 upon sine C. So now if the refractive index of a medium decreases, if refractive index decreases, this decreases. So it means inverse proportionality is there. So it means critical angle for that medium increases. So our answer will be increases in this case. Increases, you will fill in the dash. Now for B part, in a single movable pulley system, if the weight of the pulley is considered, generally we ignore it, but if we consider the weight, the mechanical advantage will be less than 2. So in B part, it will be less than because it will reduced. Ideally it should be 2, but it will become less than. High voltage power transmission is used to minimize power loss. So our C part is power, because we know that P is equal to V into I. So if the voltage will remain, if we want to change the current, so high voltage power means voltage is high, so current will become less, so power will remain same. So that is why we will consider it as a power loss. And also we know that power loss is equal to I square R. Heat loss we know na, I square R. So high voltage reduces the current, so minimize the losses. That is why in D part, the penetration power of gamma radiation is 100 times that of beta. When ice melts at 0 degree Celsius, its volume, when it melts, because हमने पढ़ा है ये different types of substances में आ जाते हैं, तो its volume decreases because in the case of ice it contracts. Water contract when ice melts, so ice is less dense than water, so that is why its volume decreases when it melts. In second part of the same question, a uniform meter scale of weight 10 GF, weight is always at the center, 10 GF is pivoted at 0 centimeter mark. It is pivoted means fulcrum is on this side. What moment of force must be applied to keep it horizontal? So we know that we have to apply some moment of force, otherwise it will bend toward this side, right side. So to avoid this, to make it in the equilibrium position, we have to apply some force, and this force is moment is equal to moment. We know the formula for moment is equal to F into D. So force in this case it is given in the question as 10 GF. So 10 GF into distance is, we know that center of gravity will lie at 50. So it will become 10 into 50. It means it is equal to 500 GF centimeter. Whatever units have given, we have to take them only. So it will become 500 GF centimeter. Now next is a ray of light incident at an angle of 48 degrees. So angle of incidence is given as 48 degree on a prism of refractive angle 60 degrees. So angle is given as 60 degree. A is given as 60 degree. Suffers minimum deviation. Calculate the angle of minimum deviation. As we know the formula, A plus delta minimum is equal to 2i. So here I is given as 48. So it will become 96 and minus A means 30. So sorry, A is 60 given in the question. So delta minimum will become 36. This is the condition for delta minimum in the case of a equilateral prism. You have done this derivation in your book itself. So angle of minimum deviation here is 36 degree, your answer. Why does the filament of an electric bulb have a high resistance and a high melting point? High resistance, as we know, formula for heat is equal to I square RT. So here we are using it as a filament of electric bulb. So to produce more heat, we have to increase its resistance and high melting point to avoid melting, because we want that the filament should not melt. So that is why it is made up of nichrome only. Next is, why are ice cubes preferred to ice cold water in cold drinks? So every gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius provide additional heat energy of 336 joule to convert to 1 gram of water. Or you can say that latent heat of fusion of ice 336 joule, so it will give additional coolness to the drink. So that is why the drink get cold more quickly. State 2 safety precautions to be taken while handling radioactive substances. So lead word is important here. Lead lined apron, lead gloves are there. Second, you can take long handle tongs made up of lead will be used to save ourselves. Now coming to question number 3, define couple. So couple is equal and opposite forces not acting along the same line form a couple. Calculate the moment of a couple consisting of two forces of 15 Newton each. So force is 15 Newton. This is given. Force is 15 Newton, and then each separated by a perpendicular distance of 0.5. So we know that the formula is force into couple arm. Now force is given as 15 and the distance of couple arm is 0.5, and they are both in SI unit. So that is why 7.5 Newton meter is the moment. Now moment of couple. Now second part, the wavelength of a sound wave is 50 centimeter. So lambda is given as 50 centimeter. Calculate its frequency. If the speed of sound is 330, speed means 330 meter per second is the speed of sound given. Is this sound audible to humans? So for the audibility, we have to check V is equal to F lambda. So we will check its frequency. So frequency is equal to V upon lambda. V is given as 330, but it is in meter and 15 centimeter. So 50 into 10 is to power minus 2. It means 330 and 2 zeros more from the denominator. So it will become 5660. Frequency will be 660 Hz. Our audible frequency range is from 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz, and it lies in between. So yes, this sound is audible to us. State the energy changes in an oscillating simple pendulum involving friction. So if we are taking a friction also in consideration, the energy changes in an oscillating simple pendulum is from here it is having potential energy, and while coming back it is having kinetic energy. Similarly, going to potential then kinetic. So general change is from potential to kinetic energy. So but if we are taking friction into consideration, then total mechanical energy will be reduced, because due to friction some will be lost. Calculate the total resistance between points A and B if two resistors of 6 ohm are connected in parallel. Two resistors of 6 ohm are connected in parallel. It means it will become 3 ohm, and then combination is connected in series with a 3 ohm resistor and again with 3 ohm. So 3 plus 3 ohm, it will become 6 ohm. So the answer is 6 ohm. State 2 ways to increase the speed of rotation of a DC motor. By increasing the strength of current or by increasing the number of turns in the coil, we can increase the speed of rotation of a DC motor. So with this, I conclude my today's video. Our section A is over. For section B, I will make another video. Hope this video will help you. Thank you for watching till the end. Keep watching, sharing and subscribe to my channel. If you want the PDF of the paper, then you have to become the member of my channel. Thank you.